taste of Sankirtan for me, this marathon was amazing. It was probably one of the most pleasurable and tasty, ecstatic marathons I've ever had. I feel like I'm still buzzing off it even after 2 days after the marathon's finished.
It may be very purifying and bitter at the beginning, but when you meet someone who's very ripe and ready for Srila Prabhupada's books, the taste is very sweet. That sweetness is very satisfying.
When I know that they're going to go home and they're going to read, and all their deepest questions about life can be answered, and the real problems to life in this world can be solved, that gives me a great taste.
It's new and fresh, and it was so exciting. I would describe it as Moorish. The little moments of nectar drove me to try harder to use myself purely as an instrument for Krishna.
The taste is getting rejected over and over again, and still experiencing some sweetness.
We get to witness this soul, this living entity connecting with Krishna again, and it's this sweetness and these exchanges and this joy of them taking Krishna that is the taste of Sankirtan.
Slowly you notice that you learn how to stop discriminating. You realize you never know who will take a book. It's really the best nectar I've tasted in Bhakti yet.
Through this service we're actually offering people a chance to become free. We also are tasting a very tangible taste of freedom.
It's a taste that I think has motivated me to want to continue doing this every day for the rest of my life.
To relish the holy name. Every mantra I chanted was like a precious pearl that inspired me to give every person I met the best chance to be Krishna conscious.
Feeling lots of compassion and feeling lots of ecstasy. Very relishable. The more you do it, the more tasty it becomes.
It's just you and Srila Prabhupada's books and the whole parampara cheering you on. It's a wonderful feeling when you know that Srila Prabhupada and the disciplic succession are happy simply by your efforts. And for every book someone gets, I feel my life is rejuvenating.
So what kept me inspired to stay out on the street, even when it was tough this marathon, was having another devotee to be out there with, because you can look over and see how they're also struggling sometimes, but still determined to distribute.
Keeping in contact with other Sankirtan devotees, and that just helps you understand that everybody's going through the same struggles. Yeah, and when I did keep going, then it was so rewarding.
Knowing that we have the best possible thing to give all of these living entities, and knowing that I'm doing the best possible thing that I could be doing with my time, and of course having the association of wonderful devotees.
Madhava Mohini came running through Pack and Save saying, "Premala Hari, I just did it! I emptied my box!" followed by a huge hug. And when people on the street would see these heartfelt exchanges, they became so attracted, and it was so easy just to let them join in with the fun and enthusiasm, and they would so easily give and take a book.
I was standing for 4 hours and no one even stopped and no one even looked at me. And then I remember this statement from Mahavan. He said one day, more you get rejected, more you get purified. And so every time people say no, I just, wow, yeah, that's good. I'm getting more purified.
I had like long periods of rejection, so many no's, and they're saying, oh, these books are meant for someone else. It's like almost like they're giving you like an oracle. So I keep going, and sure enough, there's someone that really wants the books, and I find that really helps. The next option was some prasadam, usually sugar or something crunchy.
Van Wanganui. Everyone had sort of a tough day until lunch. Not many books, a lot of rejection, similar to Wellington. Then we were a very ecstatic kirtan in the car park of Countdown, where everyone was like looking sort of crazy at us. But that was after the kirtan, we did like so many books. Like everyone we stopped almost, they took a book. So I guess the holy name gave us strength.
Nothing could be more inspiring or enlivening. Living each day to spend as much energy as possible distributing books has been like tapping into an unlimited supply of nectar, and it seems Krishna reveals himself by turning the tap on and off as he pleases, and he always seems to do this in a way which is particularly enlivening for the Sankirtan.
So much of the time I struggled to even stop anyone, but some days people were just taking books so easily that I was becoming more and more convinced that this is definitely Krishna. No way this is me.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, Krishna sends a very special soul straight to my doorstep. They're realizing, and I'm realizing, that they've finally come across what they've needed the whole time. After so long in the desert, they're finally tasting refreshing water, which is so enlivening to me to continue to search for such people on the street.
At times it felt very, very blissful and peaceful, like an amazing adventure actually, and I actually felt at sometimes like the street was my backyard. The camaraderie and fighting illusion, battling out on the street together. It was very amazing actually.
Every single moment of this marathon was enlivening for me, because every single second got me closer to Krishna with all his tricks and games.
On Sankirtan lately, I've been imagining it to be like gold mining. You're sifting, you're panning, you're searching through, knowing that somewhere, sometime, there's gems to eventually be found. It's quite amazing, jaw-dropping.
It's observing the special arrangements of Sri Gauranga in creating situations for his jivas to reconnect. There is so much happiness to be found in reaching towards others with this most important offer in the whole universe.
In small cities, when there is not much people, but when you meet the person who actually say that he wants the book, and he take the book and he really appreciate it, this moment I understood that I do the right things in my life and I actually on the right path.
We go to these small towns and you meet so many who are dairy farmers or employed at the freezing works. Without Srila Prabhupada's books, they'll surely go into the animal form. And often they're very grateful. So trying to assist in some way, we can see that actually everyone is suffering and that Sankirtan is the greatest benediction for humanity at large.
Meeting this man in Dunedin who got a book off Tom and said to me that when he's reading it, and when he saw the picture of Karma, he's a dairy farmer, he thought that he should stop doing what he's doing, and he's really ripe. So I taught him how to chant the Mahamantra. That was quite enlivening for me to see Team Sankirtan, to see that people are actually reading these books and it's changing their hearts.
We should never forget our great fortune to be able to do something in Lord Chaitanya's mission. Hare Krishna.
Vaishnava Thakura Doyara Sagara Vedase Karuna